Hi, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new. If you are new, please scroll down and hit that subscribe button. I would love you forever. I've been doing a lot of pregnancy related videos. This is my 4th pregnancy and I'm so excited. I recently just entered into my 2nd trimester. Yes. Easy breezy part of the pregnancy. I am so happy. I am past the 1st trimester. 1st trimester was rough. It usually is. So if you are in your 1st trimester, if you are struggling with morning sickness, this is the video for you. I am going to list out all of the things that have ever helped me in any of my pregnancies. This being my 4th, I have dealt with morning sickness with every single pregnancy that I've ever had. And I have with me an entire list of cures for morning sickness. Now, some of these worked for some of my pregnancies and some of them didn't work for others, and some of these will work for you and some of them just won't. But yeah, you know, trial and error, try out some of these. If they don't work, no harm done. Try out the next one. Hopefully some of these will work for you guys, because I know how much it sucks to have morning sickness, and morning sickness can happen at any time. They call it morning sickness for I don't know what reason, because you can be sick in the morning, you can be sick at night, you can be sick all day long. So here are a few of my little tips that I came up with. Some of them helped me, some of them didn't, and hopefully some of them will help you. So this is something that I see in a lot of pregnancy blogs. This is something that when I was researching how to cure my morning sickness, this is something I came across a lot. And that is eating many small meals frequently throughout the day. That can be easier said than done, especially if you're feeling really sick. A lot of times you don't want to eat, or you might be really hungry, but the appetite is just not there, and the thought of food literally makes you want to throw up. But guess what? Having an empty stomach is making you sicker. I didn't know this with my 1st pregnancy, but you need to eat. You have to eat, and it helps a lot. And if you can't even imagine eating anything, then you can stick to, I think it's called the brat diet, bananas, rice, I don't even know what the A stands for. Wow, I did not come prepared. Let me look it up. I got my phone here. What did we do without these things? Brat diet. Okay. Applesauce. Oh, my eye itches. Okay, bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast. Maybe not all of those sound good to you, but if any single one of those sounds good to you, try them out. Get something in your stomach and keep something in your stomach throughout the day. That is definitely going to do wonders for you and for your morning sickness. It might not completely cure it, but it's going to help. My next tip is to eat crackers. Crackers was a huge help for me with this pregnancy in particular. I kept a package of crackers with me everywhere that I went, and I just snacked on crackers a lot in the very beginning of my 1st trimester. Saltines in particular, because I think at a certain point I tried to go with like Ritz crackers and I actually threw those up. I don't know why. I mean, if that works for you, that works for you, but saltines for me were my saving grace. So if you can, get your hands on some crackers, have those with you. Some people keep them by their bedside and they eat them before they even wake up in the morning, especially if your morning sickness is literally morning sickness like mine usually is. I usually get sick like as soon as I wake up in the morning, especially if I haven't gotten a lot of sleep, which is typical for me since I do already have 3 kids. I don't usually get to sleep through the night, so I usually wake up feeling pretty nauseous. So if you can stomach it, if you keep like some crackers by your bedside and then you try to eat some crackers first thing in the morning, that can really help you as well. This next thing is something that I discovered with my 3rd pregnancy, and I wish to God that I had had this before with all my other pregnancies, because this helped me so much. And that is lemon and cucumber infused water, particularly iced water, because for some reason the ice like also helps. There's just something about the lemon and the cucumber infused in the water that pretty much cured my morning sickness. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I just sipped on that all day long and it helped me so much. My dog is really distracting. Hey, get down here. Get down over here. No. 0. 0. All right. You're just so cute. And it also helps you with staying hydrated, which is really, really important. I really do think that that has a lot to do with the morning sickness as well, not drinking enough water. And water isn't too bad to throw up either. If you find yourself like still throwing up when you're drinking water, it's not too bad to like throw up water. For me, it really helped with my morning sickness to stay hydrated. So if you're carrying around that bottle of cucumber lemon water and just trying to drink that throughout the day, that can help you stay hydrated and it'll help you with your morning sickness. My next tip is something that I didn't even discover until this pregnancy. I had heard about it, but I don't know why I had not tried it, and I am absolutely crazy. Preggy Pops. You guys, they are so freaking good. Like, they taste so good, and they pretty much got rid of my morning sickness. Like, every time I was sucking on a Preggy Pop, my morning sickness would like disappear. They were my saving grace this pregnancy. I think I've said that a couple of times. But seriously, they helped me so much, and I couldn't stop eating them. Like, they were just so good. Like, they're all different like sour candy flavors. So they're not like that sour. Like, they're not like super sour where you're just like puckering your lips like Warhead sour, but they're just hard candies. But I'm telling you, they help with my morning sickness like so much. I got a big tub of it off of Amazon. I will link it down below, the one that I got. I loved it. Loved it. It helped me so much. I can't stress it enough. You guys should try it out if you're struggling with morning sickness, because honestly, I highly recommend it. So this next thing that I'm about to mention is something that hasn't helped me in particular, but it has helped a lot of people I know. It's helped a lot of my friends with their morning sickness, and I don't know why it didn't really help me very much, but I did try it, and I don't know, but I want to mention it to you guys because it might help some of you. Like I said, some of these methods don't work for everybody and some of them will, whatever. But C-bands, you can find them on Amazon for sure. I don't know if you can find them at like the grocery store or like at CVS, but they're just these little wristbands. It like puts pressure on the part of your wrist that is the acupressure point for nausea. And it comes with 2 bands, and I do believe that they have one for like mamas and they have one that's just like regular, and I don't think that there's actually a difference between the two. If they price up the mama one, that's kind of ridiculous because I think they're exactly the same thing. Like I said, it didn't really help me, and I kind of found them a little bit annoying. I don't know if it's because I'm like claustrophobic and I don't really like things like around my wrist or like anything like that drives me insane. So they kind of drove me crazy. But a lot of my friends use them. A lot of my friends swore by them enough for me to like invest in them. And I don't know why I even say invest, because I think they were like $7. So even if you buy them and they don't really work for you, you're really not at that much of a loss because they weren't that much. And if you don't really like the C-bands, if you try them and you don't really like them, then I highly recommend acupuncture. If you're open to the idea, if you can find an acupuncturist that is used to working on pregnant women or is used to alleviating nausea, acupuncture can really help. That is something that I personally utilized with my last pregnancy, and it helped me a lot. Another thing that I would highly recommend is ginger. Fresh ginger on your food, ginger soda, like ginger ale, or ginger candies, or I don't know, like any kind of ginger that you can get in. I personally don't really like the taste of ginger, so I haven't used that with my pregnancies, but I have heard wonderful things about women who don't mind the taste of ginger ale or actually like ginger. That is like a huge help for nausea and morning sickness. And my very last tip for you guys is to get as much rest as possible. I know that can be really difficult, especially if you're a mom already and you have multiple kids that are running around. That's my case personally. I have a baby that doesn't sleep through the night. I have a toddler that doesn't always sleep through the night, and she doesn't take naps throughout the day. And then I have a 7-year-old who has to be at school super early in the morning. So I'm up early packing lunches, I'm taking her to school, picking her up from school. I don't really get the opportunity to like rest or nap. But Get the rest when you can, especially if this is your first pregnancy. I can't stress it enough. Take advantage of it because you will not get time to rest after you have kids, trust me. And the rest will really help with your morning sickness. As much rest as you can get, because I find that when I don't get enough rest at night, or if I am overexerting myself throughout the day and I don't take the time to just like sit and relax, since I can't nap, I feel 1,000 times worse if I don't get enough rest. You guys, that is it for my tips. I really hope that you found this helpful. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you have any tips that I did not mention in this video that really helped you, please leave them in the comments below. I am always open to hearing more tips to help with morning sickness, because even though I'm in my 2nd trimester, it still might not be over. I've had pregnancies where I was sick the entire pregnancy without fail, every single morning throwing up. Who knows what could happen with this pregnancy? Seems like I'm in the clear right now, but I might not be. So leave your tips down below, anything that I didn't mention. And if any of this was helpful to you, let me know in the comments, because I just love helping my fellow mamas, especially ones that are suffering right now in your 1st trimester. My heart goes out to you. And that is all for this video, guys. I hope to see you in my next one. Peace out.